Hello, guys. Welcome back to Christianity Reloaded. Today, we are talking about how some bad actors, how they call themselves men of God in Africa, are abusing our people's faith and emotions. They trade on our people's emotions and their faith, and they use it and get money out of them because that's their main purpose. Their main purpose is never to preach the main gospel to them, or to make sure that these people, they have the right information about Christianity and they live well. No, their main goal right from number one, right from day one, is to get something out of these people, and they operate on their emotion. And you can see that the way they fake that they are praying, or the way they preach, it's all about emotions. It's all about they work on your emotions. they, they want you to make them the center of attention. You know what I mean? And when you make them the center of attention, that's when they destroy your emotions, because that's when they target you. And that's what they target our African people, especially women. By the end of the day, you see those so-called men of God, self-proclaimed men of God, preachers or pastors in Africa, they become extremely rich. And when I talk about rich, they have become very, very rich. And this richness they get, and my problem is sometimes when they get this rich, they think they are very smart. They think that they are very, very smart. That's why they are rich. But you're not very smart, because you use Christianity. You use Christianity to enrich yourself. And when you look at the main figure in Christianity, is Jesus Christ. He's never had a house. He said that the bird have their nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. But these people, not only that they have houses, they even have some, private jets. In some cases, some of them, they travel in a private jet. And when you ask them, why do you surrender yourself with this luxury? And the majority of your people, your congregations, they are poor. The answer they will give you is that they need to travel, like they need private jets so they can get quicker to where they're going to preach the word of God. But it's not the word of God they're preaching. What they're preaching is the word of money, wealth. You know what I mean? Because our people, some are still vulnerable and ignorance, and the condition as well, the way they live, you need something to, make you feel good, that these people, and they understand that. Those so-called men of God understand that these people need something to make them feel good, and they can use Bible, twist it, and promise them that they're gonna have a breakthrough, you know, and you're telling them they're gonna have a breakthrough. What did Jesus have a breakthrough in this world? You know what I mean? Jesus have his life in this world was not even very good. He doesn't have wealth. Not telling that he was poor. He died. They killed him. You know what I mean? So his word, somebody promise you prosperity in the name of this Jesus, that the same person, the same Jesus that suffered a lot in this world, doesn't have that luxury as this man currently telling you is having this luxury. And those people, those so many of God are liars, because they know what they're doing. And why they continue doing it, because people are vulnerable, and they know that people will always bring money out for them, so that they can have this luxurious lifestyle. And when they even build schools, people, they don't even do it for charity. It's gonna be one of the expensive schools, in the in the country where this so-called man of God lives. And this is unfortunate, because people are just manipulating our people's emotions and their faith, their good faith, because it's faith, you know what I mean? And they're using it against them to take their resources. And, people continue falling this victim because sometimes it's kind of cult mentality that some of their followers have. There's nothing you can tell them or they will hear that will gonna put a break on how they give these people that already rich their money, and that they're not gonna bring anything in your life except make you feel good, operate on your feelings, and it's bad, man, because these people they're gonna pay. God will punish all of them severely. you know Peace.